Okay. I have restarted it. Hopefully that fixed some of the problem. All right. Hey, thanks for coming back. It says it might be fixed on my end. I lowered the quality and the bitrate, so hopefully that is the case. Sorry about that. Sorry, I got my bag up. Had to clear my inventory. All right, cool. Thanks for verifying. I actually don't know what stats we want. Like, do we just do... Because from the tree, it seems like we want armor pin. But our passive helps us with intellect, right? So, we'll have to test that out. Couple more fanny packs. But yeah, I don't know if you heard everything I was saying, but this DPS class, which is way too fun, they want to stop playing it. I will test out the heal spec once we're at max. But it just wasn't that fun leveling to me. And the Qs were popping just as good with DPS as they were heals, it seemed. Especially last night, we had no problem getting in the groups. I may have aggroed those kind of on purpose because we knew them from the quest. We are going to launch the big turret down here in this room with the dogs. Wow, I'm getting out DPS. Oh, we got 260s in here. I don't feel bad now. It's not by that much. It's not by that much. Yeah, you're a fan of the heal spec. Maybe you can give me some pointers. All right. Got 1 quest done. 2 quests done. And 58. Nice. Is that our healer that just got locked out? It was. But we have level 60s. Oh, okay, I see. Sounded like you were, like, cheering for team. What's it called? Got some points to spend. Team invention, it sounded like you were saying. Okay, we want this. We're in combat. I'm throwing. How many roots and stuns? Nice. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be gearing later on. Let's figure that out. Nice. What server are you playing on? And thanks for watching. We need Fire Gut and Blackrock Medallion. Can I get these Blackrock medallions from the dwarves down here, I wonder? At least I thought there were some down here. we can at least get some level ups. All right, jumping into the real classless. Yeah, it's good to, you know, try out the archetypes, get a idea as to like what classless even means, and then go over to Elune. Because you can just take like the core of one of those builds on Area 52 and just stick to that and just start finding and adding new things to it. Oh yeah, these things have the medallions for some reason. Alright, let's get that new talent point. Let's see, where do we want to go? Saw Blade now increases a chance to trigger improved Spanner Smash. And Saw Blade is the ability we get when we're in mech suit. Then this is Sentry Turret. So mech suit stuff, Sentry Turret, and then Sticky Bomb transform. Strike an enemy dealing 250% weapon damage plus physical damage. And forcing your Clockwork Assistant to charge the enemy. Oh, this sounds really cool. Oh, and I can build more. I wonder which one of these are better. This one sounds pretty cool. The Combat Engineer. I think we're gonna go down this path. Yeah, Backstab's great in Ascension because it doesn't have the requirement like old Backstab. Wait, what? We can put a point down here already? Oh, because we have these. We wanted Airstrike, though, I think. Alright, so we have the ability Airstrike. We have the upgrade now. We're running out of buttons. We got some quests to turn in. Cool. Dungeon. I'm trying to get both of these in both instances. There we go. All right, now we can teleport. Got the Black Rock medallion. Okay, we're gonna put this over there. I need to add a third bar to put my like long cooldowns up here so I can just click them. Look at my mech. It's the nullifier from Hearthstone. Nice. Keep forgetting to open with bomb. We gotta do thermoplug. Yep. Two-minute cooldown. We're having a tinker off. You're trying to out tinker me. Too much garbage. We're gonna have to go to Stormwind or somewhere and sell all this stuff. Don't need coal. Oh, but this ring is actually pretty... Never mind. We have decent rings already. I wonder when the Conquest of Azeroth stuff will come to live servers. It looks really fun. They are supposed to do an announcement next month. Well, early Q3, which I think by most people's standards is July. Because August would be middle and the next month would be late Q3. I'm afraid that the release is going to be even later because they worded it like the announcement will be then. But my optimistic view... Yeah, see? Nullifier. I can turn my neck into one of those too. My optimistic... my hope guess is that it's an announcement earlier, mid-July, and then by the end of July, they release it to live. This thermal plug. Okay, we do need to do that. Wow, that was a huge hit from Hydraulic Strike, 1950. Yeah. I mean, people say the wildest stuff. Even people who've been playing this for like a very long time and kind of know how Ascension does things. People still say like off-the-wall things. So, you know, don't worry too much about what people are saying. They're usually wrong. 59. Oh, let's go turn in these quests and sell this junk. And I guess open up these caches before we hit 60, because I think the adventurers caches go away at level 60. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. First, let's get to the vendor. Oh, we got some. Oh yeah, this is the weapon I rolled. I do want that now. Let's get rid of these greens. Can't use a wand. We might use that. We'll get a cool hat. I'm guessing that looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Might mog that. Oh wow, yeah. It's so cool to see so many people jumping in this that are just like new to WoW and everything. I just find that really interesting. Because like it's just a more complicated version usually. But at the same time, this is another thing that I hate that the community does so much is whenever people ask what server to play, they immediately are like, go to Area 52, which, you know, they're not wrong. But at the same time, if you have somebody who has played tons of WoW and they want to like challenge themselves in a new version of WoW, and maybe they're the kind of person that like plays Path of Exile and, you know, does spreadsheets to figure out like what the best builds are and stuff, then like this kind of thing shouldn't be that bad for them. So like let them do what let them do them. Let's get our vaults going. Bank. I think we're gonna have to log to do this. Let's just mail something to somebody. Oh, we need a requeue. Oh, nobody wanted my cheap mithril. Let's send this to cultist. Sorry, cult. Poor man's vault. Can sell those. Okay, while we wait, let's open up these caches. Find what we want and don't want. Oh, we got our last point over here. Yeah, let's do this one. Nice. Sprocket Strike. Nah, it's gonna be awesome in dungeons, I think. Yeah, so early on, at least this is how I suggest people do it. Since they made the change that you can slot in cards at any time, early on, you're just like taking what the game gives you and making the most cohesive, best performing build that you can make with what it gives you. And when you start seeing like a certain build forming, and maybe you search through the character advancement window, you start searching other abilities. Like let's say you find some cool synergies with this Chaos Bolt. You got some kind of Chaos Bolt centric build, and you start seeing synergies between Chaos Bolt and a couple other abilities. You can search, find more things that could be more possible synergies. You know, you're re-rolling, you're looking for those, and you're turning in Marks of Ascension to get re-rolls, but you're also getting card packs, and the card packs you open are just more avenues to get other things. Whoa. 30 spell power trinket. That, you know, could help it. So it's just like just look at them as like alternate re-rolls. And whenever you get some that you want to use, you can card them in and just make your build that much better in the meantime. And then whenever you're ready to prestige and target farm a build, like do a specific thing, that's when you're like, okay, I'm prestiging. This is the game plan. I have an architect build ready. I level. I roll manually. And then once everything's functional, I can start doing rapid roll. And then once I'm down to my last 6 abilities and last 8 talents, I can card those in. That's how I think is the best way to do it. But until you're to that stage, like just roll with what the game gives you and just enjoy that. Just like make the build the best version that it can be at any given moment. What are all these like 30 SP trinkets? Just plain 30 spell power. Same thing here, pants 30 spell power. It's interesting. And don't forget, if you do need a certain ability, most of the neutral or like regular class abilities you can get with those Dark Moon cards as well. So yeah, I think we want to do like, what's our passives? What are our passives? Okay, so 30% of our intellect gets turned into attack power. So we want to do hybrid gear, like hybrid hunter gear. I'm guessing. Oh, is that the one that casts a random mage spell? So I wonder if I should be opening up as agility, probably.
See you later.
Yeah, agility is probably the way to go.
You need something?
So let's just sell all this. Oh, they don't want these special items. Okay, whatever. I mean, I guess I could have kept them for the heal spec. My bad. These aren't that great. It's a lot of spell power, but I'll keep these 2 trinkets. Okay. Let's open the rest as agility. So far, like tank agility. All right, there we go. Is this more max damage? Nope. I think that one's better.
Step on up.
Wait, was that better? Yeah, this one's better.
See you around.
More top end damage. And spell power doesn't really do anything for our abilities,
Have a good one.
from what I could tell. Scaling's like nothing. Well, we're not getting anything from opening up as agility either. I was hoping to get some hybrid agility, intellect. Oh, there we go. But it's spell power on the tertiary, unfortunately. But it takes our power from 413 to 424. How's it change these abilities? 83, 83, 218. Yeah. It's still better though. It's more intellect. Even. Okay, agility. It's a lot of attack power. I keep checking these abilities as I'm adding gear and it doesn't seem to make a budge. It doesn't seem to budge at all. $83. Oh, that one went up finally. From 82 to 83.
Safe travels.
Man, that healer screwed it all up. We were about to get in. It's a decent trinket for now. All right, let's go try and there we go. Let's go try and get level 60. Good, we can finish that quest in here. This is the ring again. Thought he was supposed to do AoE. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I'm liking this new sprocket strike. Get out of my face. Oh my god, get me out of this slow. You really want to be spamming gunpowder shot to get that reset. Alright, let's get in the mech. Let's call down the airstrike. Boom. What? Oh my god. That's cool. What was that? The plane just like flew up in the air. And that's it. It just flies up in the air. Airstrike. Number 4 damage. Did 8,000 damage. Hit twice. I'm weaponless. They took my gun out of my hand. This slow is so annoying. The other cool thing about switching this to Sprocket Strike is that it's instant. You don't have to wait for the bomb to blow up. Do we have a mana potion? Because low on mana, we do. There we go. Even though our cooldown just came up. Oh, my pet's dead. Okay. That would be a reason why this is not going off. Nice. How many of these fanny packs am I short? So mark the area. After 7 seconds, it deals a ton of fire damage. Okay. It must be some addition or something they've done. I'm getting stunned and slowed so much now in this dungeon. I just don't remember that before. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's requeue. Not that far away. We'll probably just go finish this quest really quick and get it. Agility, greens. All right, cool. Let's go. We just gotta kill some fire gut ogres and get black medallions, and we're good. Let's see. We need these. All right, one more. All right, we got that one. I guess let's go turn this one in, just see where we're at, because we might be done. I don't think it's gonna be that much EXP, but you never know. Yeah. I feel like my problem's gonna have. I feel like my ADHD is gonna have problem with skills because I'm like, oh, that looks fun. Let's try that. Yeah. The biggest mistake I think for new players is creating a like over making rotation too complicated, like adding too many things in rotation. Especially on a loon, what you want to do is like make one thing perform really well. Like go all in on your gimmick. And anything you have to press needs to like enable that. You can find some old VODs of like my elemental lord, melee elemental lord build. That's a good example of trying to do too many things at once and making it worse. All right, this one's done. This is a turn in over here. It is. All right, this is it. We can leave queue. Level 60, here we come. $50, yep. Let's go. Level 60. All right, they did not disappear. Okay. All right. Oh, I didn't want to sell that. I might need that. Let us go to Stormwind. Let's open this up. What do you got for me? Yeah, reached level 60. Yep, I'm the best, I know. Okay. And let's get our gear together. Yeah, Elemental Lord is really fun. Let's get this out of the way. So it will never ask me to do that again. Delete that. We can't even use Mystic Enchanting Altars here, so I don't know why that's even still coded in here. All right. So let's get rid of these heirlooms. And I'm guessing we need to go intellect, attack power. And two-handed weapon. We got Ravager. It's not the highest damage, but it's okay. Let's get the cannonball on. Defense, we don't need that. Let's see. That is a lot of like low level. Let's see what the call board should go do dailies, I guess. Are there any profession stuff that we can do? Softwood plank, that's easy. Black pearl. Heavy rune cloth bandage. We can go do softwood planks really quick. That's really easy. We can open up some caches. Don't need that. It's a cool dagger, but I don't think we need it. That's one of the RPG items, if I'm not mistaken. Demon Howl. Forgotten Wraps. Okay, let's pick up the dungeon daily. Yeah, let's do heroic. There we go. Pick up the mythic one just in case. And let's get rid of all these old quests. Hey, it's Rexar. It's the Rexar server, so. I need that app or the add-on that wipes all my stuff. Welcome everybody. Thanks for watching. If you're viewing here, if you don't mind, give that stream a like. Really appreciate everyone being here watching and chatting. Okay. Let's go see if there's any cheap gear on the auction house. Ideally, I think we want mail. And let's do level range like 58 and above. We do have some Blood Forge gear, which can boost up our item level. We got some gold. And there's like a whole Earth Fury set on here, which is useful for us. As of right now, because of the server population, like dungeon doing M+ and stuff like that is pretty popular. But like, do you mean leveling? Another win? I guess we'll buy these, kind of like cheat our item level. Gold's fake. It's not real. So now, if we put these on, it's going to raise our item level quite a bit and allow us to, whenever we open up caches, see, look, we can get into mythic dungeons now if we wanted to. When we open up caches, we can, you know, get better drops. Let's go do that softwood daily really quick while we're waiting on dungeon queue. And I'll show y'all where my favorite place to go to get softwood logs are. And just pretend, you know, that I have shoulders on. Okay, any of these higher item level than what I got? Alright, this is a higher item level. Oh, it's literally just a higher item level version of what I already had. So 14 agility versus 17 agility. 10 attack power, 7 armor pen. I'm really just gaining some six hit and losing attack power. Yeah. I just have them transmogged off, you know? There we go. Hopefully it will teleport us. Yes, teleport. Thanks. All right. Let's wait, can I use black powder shot with buckshot? Can. $1750 DPS. Yeah, there you go. Fresh level 60. I think I'm gonna pay attention to my rounds. I'm gonna switch to, excuse me, standard rounds on the bosses, I guess. Because that, oh, the talent. I need to upgrade my airstrike. That's right. All right, let's drop an airstrike on this next pull. Never mind. Not pulling a lot. What I was going to say is I wonder if the reset of my Sprocket Strike, which is Sticky Bomb, I wonder if it happens on damage or if it's on cast. Because if it's on damage, we definitely want to be using Buckshot because that gives us more chances to proc the reset. Oh, my pet's dead again? I guess Pally Gear is another way to go, because we don't get attack power from agility by itself, we just get crit. So I guess that's a... Come on, Airstrike, do your thing. That's cool. Wow. Got a lot going on here. Yeah, look at that airstrike. It did 40,000 damage. That was good. Fun cooldown. All right, so after we finish this round, we can pick apart our DPS data and actually make some judgments on things. Scarlet Chris. Yeah, I still think we use two-handed weapons. Got it anyways. Let's go in the mech. If we can stop being stunned. So let's upgrade our mech. Since we're on the mini boss. We have another airstrike. Let's call it in. Boom. Oh yeah, we're getting all the Sprocket Strike resets. Did my AoE ability? Didn't need to do that. We can switch to standard round now. Single target. Go into shredder mode. It's ready. I know. I was surprised too. I didn't expect it to like start at the floor and then fly up and come back down. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're launching it like from yourself. Wow, we were top DPS there. That airstrike 60,000 damage that time. Oh, we're doing overall, my bad. But still 20,000 on the airstrike that time. Nice. And I think like this class and this spec doesn't even have to be the best. The flavor of it, like it's just one of the funnest ones out there right now. I think that's why people like it so much. And we're missing a gear slot. And we have spell power, which is not really helping us. But our damage definitely went up with our weapon change. Yep. Top DPS charts. Let's put airstrike on that. Think we're good. Healer is mad. Calling an airstrike. Wouldn't it be horrible if got mind controlled and the airstrike turned hostile for my team and just nuked them? Like while it was in the air? Would that be how that turned out? Upgrade my pet, go into shredder mode. Nice. Top DPS again. We're almost top in 2k DPS. We haven't gotten there yet. Okay, I think this doesn't have intellect, but I think we take this. It was a strength piece, but I think we do it. We have so much built-in armor penetration. Shred armor? Yeah, so black powder shreds armor. We have a few over here as well we can look at. So like I think it's okay that we build it like a paladin. So we get that double dip from intellect and strength. And some AP, you know? Because our kit gives us the armor pin, because we're not going to get armor pin on paladin gear. The flat guns going off on the mech. It's just like shooting off fireworks. Got an airstrike ready. Ready to call in. This is not big enough pull. I'm not going to do it on that. We are in shredder mode. Now this, if you could pull this and around the corner, we'd airstrike it. All right, we're going small. We'll save it for the boss, I guess. Switch rounds. So let's check that talent reset. Yeah, black powder shot now has a 25% chance to reset the cooldown. So it doesn't say if it's like the damage. Like maybe I can get one of the devs to answer that question for me if it's actually damage or just like using it. What is Project Ascension? It is a classic plus private WoW server. Well, I should say custom. I mean, it's private, but anyone can access it. It has nothing to do with Blizzard. It's the 3.3.5a patch. And it's probably one of the more polished custom servers out there that does like so much custom content. Like they have brand new abilities and things that interact with what you know from the original classes and create new things, completely new stuff. And this server, I said server before, but it's technically multiple servers. I'm gonna do the air launch there, and they're all running out of it now. Okay. Oh yes, not those numbers. And I died. Okay, I think I did a little too much damage. I mean, that was kind of a scuffed pull, anyways. But I don't know who or why I started running over there. It is fun. I knew he was about to pull that boss. That was the person who was yelling at our tank, by the way, like, "What are you doing? Let's go." All right, we need to get a Baron. Yep, we were already working our way over there. We gotta go do this spire as well. Let's get our pet back up. Turn on flat guns. Get our mana back. Oh, you know what? I don't think we trained again. I imagine. Wow, we can top 2K now. Look at that, 2600. Ooh, an axe. Wow, this axe swings fast. I guess we take that because it's just way more damage. It's better than what we have. Oh, I didn't show you. I need to show y'all another really fun ability. Maybe up on one of these other pools we'll use it. You can build a turret that you like jump in. Like a vehicle type turret. I mean, stationary that you like, it's a gunner turret. My cooldowns just came back up. 1400. Not that. Not as great. Leggings of the Current. Good for heals. Strength and hit. It's fine. Our 64 blue is better. Looks like we did not win that axe, which is a bummer. Yeah, and we have the caster gear on, so not ideal, I don't think. So promising DPS so far. And I can't move. Why is... That's my... What is this? Blade Storm. What? What's doing Blade Storm? I'm confused. How did I do that? Where's that at? I'm confused. Since when can I do a Blade Storm? Is it built into the mech suit? I don't know what that was. Yes. $35,000 with my biggest cooldown on a decently big AoE pool, but you know, 35,000, 3,500 is what I meant. So upgrade our mech. Let's go into mech suit. See, I'm doing Blade Storm again. Oh. Is it is it because I'm the Clockwork Titan mode? Okay, this is somewhere. I have to figure out where this is, because like I thought I was repeatedly getting stunned, but apparently I'm going into a Blade Storm mode. All right. Dwarf called the Rizzler. I feel like that's the opposite. It's a weird aura. If I guess if all right, so we're in mech. What am I doing to trigger Blade Storm? Disability? Nope. Is it because I'm casting so many of these? No. Okay, we didn't even go into Blade Storm at all that time. All right, I haven't gotten anything good yet. Airstrike, go. Oh, my pet's dead again. Got quite a few Sprocket Strike resets there. That's fun. Another one. Very nice. Arcane Artillery. Okay. Get the aggro, please. Okay, I'm doing Blade Storm again. Wait, it's freaking Ravager. That's what it is. I'm silly. I'm dumb. Alright, that's annoying. I don't want that anymore. I forgot we had Ravager on. Yeah, let's just put on this weapon. It was better anyways. 40 attack power. Yeah. I would love to do an airstrike on all the Venom Belchers right here. I think that's enough to do an airstrike. So much button pressing. I will dispel these people for the healer, I guess. Did we get new spells? Greater. Okay, this is the one that increased. Okay, it's a greater blessing. 77 agility. Wow. That's the other thing. Like, we get intellect scaling passives, but we get an agility buff, and I just think that's off flavor for a tinker. They should be doing smart stuff, right? Things that require intellect. Well, I guess this is where I die, unless I hit a potion really quick. And some cooldowns. Our DPS is split. Or we're just like all cleave, but all right. I do think the mechanics tinker is probably strong, like both single and AoE, single target and AoE. Like they don't need to spec differently to do either. You just change your rotation or change your rounds, you know? I think that's a nice thing about it. Flexibility like that. Okay, dying again. I guess I need to start using my utility, like the gravity field, so I can get like a stun off every now and then. Guess I can put that down. Yep, had to use a potion and cooldowns, but we lived. Got airstrike again? We do. Let's call it in. Oh no. Okay. Is this way clear? It's not. Okay. So I usually go that way first and cut through, because then you can take a shortcut if you need to. We have to go the literal longest way. Yeah, what kind of heal do we have? Venomancer? I have no idea how they play. Oh, they started the boss. Oh, well, I guess they didn't really have a choice. Came out. It was the one that came out the door, I guess, after we cut the last ones. Got some food? No. Okay. Agility and haste. Yeah, let's take that because we just don't have anything better. Did we get them? I don't think we know yet. Because the gloves we have on right now are item level 37. So those would boost our item level up quite a bit. The Naga ones. Okay, we got them. Sweet. Oh, they took our melee power up a lot. I think I've seen some people cycle through here. Thanks for being here and for watching. If you can, give the stream a like if you haven't already. And if you're a mech main, a mechanic main, well, let me know. Because I got questions. We like taking breaks in this group. Oh man, if this thing can land while those skeletons are still up, we can pad our numbers. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. $2,200 DPS. Well, the healer didn't need these, so I'm gonna need them for heal spec. And then these I'll just greed. Alright, let's go do some call board. What do we pick? Let's just do miscellaneous. Shield, great. Actually, if it was a heal shield, no, it's not. Okay. If you want to know a good place to get your softwood logs for the call board, if you're on Rexar, just come over here to Duskwood. Oh, you know what? I'm not even high enough wood cutting. But I will show you where it's at. First of all, you can just see there's tons right here. They're just lying everywhere. But if you come over here, there's this little field. Yeah, you see them? Yeah, just come over here, the rotting orchard over here. And there's a whole field of them. Duskwood tree. Yeah, actually my favorite skill in the game is gear grind, which is what scrap slam turns into. It procs. It does like a melee where you grind gears up against the enemy and it like sends sparks up flying and everything. Yeah, if you need softwood, just come to Duskwood. Go figure. It's in the name. Alright, let's sell some of this. Let's turn in our quest that we did. Get our heroic. Let's get some form of shoulder pad before we open these, so we're max. Okay, we got Light Forge. Shoulder, we don't have any shoulders. Let's check our bank. No shoulders in our bank either. Heals. We can put that on, but not right now. We'll leave that piece. 64 heals. Higher item level than the purple, but worse stats. Pants, we don't need those. Don't need that. Where's our hit chance at? Oh, our hit rating's horrible. Oh. Was not expecting to see it to be that bad. All right, let's put these on, I guess. Oh, those are intellect scrolls. I'll actually use those. We might need Ichor of Undeath. Get rid of red wolf meat, tender wolf meat, main wolf flank. Well, we can get all that later if we want it. We don't need dark iron scraps. Okay, let's go see if we can buy a piece of shoulders before we open up our caches so we get maximum return. Buy. Armor. Anything, honestly. Never mind, we need to go just by the default to get shoulders. I guess I need to search individually, huh? You know, I wasn't even paying attention. Can we even wear plate? I imagine we can. We can't. Okay, never mind. That was pointless. Okay. All right, let's open up these caches even without the... Yeah, we still get purples at least. So we don't need that. Oh, agility, intellect, critical strike rating, legs. Not bad. Let's equip those. That does take our melee up. Okay, so we do get attack power from agility. I haven't really looked into what the default behavior of primary stats are on COA. Okay, so yes, agility, intellect gear, it seems. Stats are better? Question mark? We get more crit. All right, let's open up another one. All right, plate gear, can't wear that. Pole arm. I think we go with the pole arm. 20 hit rating. Oh, 60 attack power only when fighting beasts. That's bad. But it increases our melee damage by almost 100, but we lose 40. We lose a lot of attack power. But we gain a lot of hit too. And who knows how much we were missing out from the hit. Okay. Let's queue up for heroic again, I guess. Because we can't do mythic because we don't have a shoulder piece. Oh my god. Okay. While we're doing that, let's look at our talents and see if there's anything we want to rethink or redo. And what I'm going to do is look at the things I didn't take and think back on them and think, and maybe they're better. I think I like our final choice here, upgrading the clockwork assistant. I think I like that. Sprocket strike. Let's look at our overall data from that last dungeon. We were top DPS. We did an average of 1900 DPS. Airstrike was at the top. Yeah, one day. Sprocket strike is up there. Crash and Thrash, the big AoE ability, is of course up there. Let's take a look at the boss. Airstrike is just such cheese. It's fun though. Alright, Sprocket Strike. That's our number 2 down here. It's kind of like our filler. It automatically reloads our gun for us. That's our number 2 damage dealer, but it's not number 2 by much. These are all very close. 8%. This one's just shy of 8. Spanner Smash. My bad. I misspoke. Sprocket Strike is this one. Spanner Smash is right after it. Oh, the mech suit explodes when you get out of it. That's cool. So the tear gas from the airstrike. It says here it did nothing. Oh, there it is, the dot. Okay, that's the initial hit. I guess it shows up in the DPS meter. So it adds 3% damage to the overall. And if we didn't go there, we could go... You can go to either side. That's the resurrection device. Which I guess is a battle res. Oh, it's a soul stone. I should just read it first before I start guessing. It's not a soul stone. It just saves people. Okay. It's not bad. It only lasts 10 seconds, so you gotta put it on them real time. Alright, Death Ball. Launch 3 Death Balls in a 40-yard line, increasing in speed the further they travel. Bot and build abilities reduce the cooldown of this ability by 2 seconds. I think I like the sound of that, even though Airstrike is fun. That one sounds maybe a little bit better. Oh, it's a 3-minute cooldown. Airstrike's only a 1-minute cooldown. Nah, we'll stick with Airstrike, I guess. And I'm pretty sure all these other nodes are not things we want to take. This is a knockback, frontal cone ability, healing, utility with parachute pack. This one, if we go into turrets, might be useful. This one's not necessary. Oh, I guess it will increase the range of this version as well. That actually might be useful. We could do that. What's another? Yeah, we can do it like that. So now we got the option. Yeah, we gained 5-yard range on our black powder shot. That's not useless. And we have the option to make our sentry turret do things. Alright, that's mech shield. Mech suit gives us a shield. Here's the turret. Synergy. That's freeze ray. So we're not interested in the shield or the freeze ray. This sounds like PvP type things. So this is fire. Okay, so this is all about mech suit matters. While inside your mech suit, all damage taken is reduced by 15%, and dealing damage with flame augmentation now grants a stack of Blaze Rot Titan, which increases our damage penetration by 2 for 15 seconds, stacking up to 15 times. And then at 15 stacks, our damaging abilities become infused with fire, dealing 100% of the damage dealt instantly as fire damage. Huh. I guess let's go hit a target dummy and we'll see what we're doing with this setup, and then we'll try this side over here and see how much damage it does. And we can try the sentry turret stuff too, but I really think the sentry turret stuff is good on raid bosses. I think for dungeons, this combat engineer and airstrike is better. Really? Okay, good to know. Thanks, Eli. You just mean the whole mech suit mechanic, like going into it? I guess it doesn't matter if we're on execute dummy. All right. Let's do some testing really quick while we're in queue. Even though we should be going to chop trees while we're in queue. Okay. There's our airstrike. Are we missing anything else? Let's buff ourselves. Is that a pun? All right. And let's go. I'm really curious to see if oh, let's do an airstrike. I'm curious to see if this hydraulic strike is worth pressing. I imagine it is. Oh, the airstrike hit the other target too. I think Sprocket Strike is priority, as well as Scrap Slam before we do Spanner Smash. Actually, Sprocket and Spanner Smash might be priority because I don't think Scrap Slam was high up. What we're gonna do is we're going to do one more airstrike when it's off cooldown, and then whenever the cooldown's done, we should be just shy of like 3 minutes. And we'll stop and see what our numbers are looking like. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my mech. Okay, maybe we'll go until this one comes back up. And we'll do it one more time. Ooh, hope we don't have mana issues. think if we had like the MP5 hunter gear, that'd be the best setup we could ask for. Attack power, agility, intellect. I feel like the sound's going out. My ad blocker gave me an ad. Yeah. Oh, mana ability is up. I should have made sure I did that on cooldown. I also don't know how long my mech suit was ready. Alright. Once this comes off cooldown, we'll pop it, let it run out, and then we'll look at our damage. Alright, he is mutated to Superbot. Our mana's holding on. I mean, we're getting dangerously low, but we're hanging on. Can we get one more airstrike in? We can. Okay, and bot is done. And we're almost out of mana. Alright. Ooh. Not that hot. About 1400 DPS. Let's look at the numbers. Alright, so Sprocket Strike is our hardest hitting ability. Scrap Slam. Which one is Scrap Slam? Oh, it's that one. Yeah. Okay, well, I was kind of wrong about that. Let's see. Crit 1800, regular 9. Okay. So Sprocket Strike is by far our top priority button that we want to press. And it can be reset. The cooldown can be reset with Black Powder Shot. So we do want to make sure that we're cycling this as much as possible to get that back. Spanner Smash is respectable. But there's a lot of them. And we do need to press it to get the automatic reload for Black Powder Shot. Now, Scrap Slam. I think we press this when we need to. Let's check what the synergies are with Scrap Slam. It generates scrap. Oh, it generates mana. That's a big one. And it increases the damage that they take from Spanner. Wait, what? When Sprocket Strike deals damage, the next Spanner Smash used will reset its cooldown? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that that was happening. Okay. And then this Gear Grind is just, it turns Scrap Slam into an upgraded version, and it's really good. And it has its own separate cooldown. So whenever this procs, we can use it, and it will not affect the original Scrap Slam's cooldown. It will still be there. So, okay. Hydraulic Strike. That one just increases its damage. This hit also increases the damage that our Clockwork Assistant does, so we do want to be casting it for that buff. And then casting Black Powder Shot reduces its damage, or reduces its cooldown. And that's pretty much it. And then this is part of the Sentry kit. Okay, so how many points would we have to move around if we wanted to do the Sentry build? We need Thermoplug's battery. Let's search turret. So we'd come like this way right here. If we were going full turret, we wouldn't be over here. So we would do 1 point here. And then these 2 points would go boom, boom. We would have to get 1 more point from somewhere else. Which I guess we could take out of the next suit. Shredder. Alright, let's try that. Move that point there. Turret, turret, turret. Okay. Let's try turret now. It's a long queue. Where's turret at? This is an ability. There it is, turret. Okay. Does anything change in our rotation? I don't think so. All right. Let's give the turret build a go. And we will do this for 4 minutes. So let's start the airstrike. I guess we need to upgrade our turret, make it do more damage. It upgraded, see? Good mana. Essentially the same rotation. I mean, nothing's changing. We just have 1 more cooldown to press. How long does the sentry turret last? I think it's indefinite as long as we don't go outside the range, which is nice. Oh, we got another airstrike. That's airstrike number 2. airstrike number 3 already. Oh, did it not cast? Oh, my bad. Alright, whatever. We'll do 4 airstrikes and it'll be like almost a 5-minute test. Actually, we can just go until we run out of mana because that won't be too long from now. Our mana ability is almost up. Okay, the sentry turret did go away. Must be like a 3-minute timer. So upgrade it. Oh no, our pet's been on freaking passive. RIP. Okay. I mean, our damage is still pretty good. That beam's cool. And we are almost out of mana. Mana back. There we go. We'll do one more of this gun upgrade, and then after it ends, we'll check to see what DPS is like. Alright, it's ready. We'll do one more airstrike too. Don't have enough mana to cast our Scraptron. And our turret is gone anyways, so... Alright. So we didn't have our pet out for a lot of that. Yeah, sorry about that, Bobbies. But we're comparing... That doesn't count. I'll take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this one, which was the first one, I think. Yeah, so for some reason, Mech Suit Sawblade like jumped up to the top. Sticky Bomb down there. This must be the... There's the laser. Yeah. Is that how it's supposed to be, you think? If I change the merge pets with owner. So turret is technically doing 30%, about 33%, or excuse me, 27.7% of our damage. So we're just not seeing it here. It's like pet damage, and I had it merged. So, and it might be whatever. This is a recount, so maybe other things track it differently. But the laser's there, so 5%. So it's doing like 34% of our damage. I don't think the laser is included here. No, it's not. It's just the rockets, the upgrade, the molten grenade, and the regular shot. And then the laser is in our damage for some reason. So 5.9 plus 27.7, that's 28.6 plus 5, 33.6% of our damage is coming from turret. And I think we probably would have done more damage overall. If we had our pet attacking the whole time. Because we did. Let's merge our stuff back together now. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing to look at. So our pet, before we had our pet talents, the Clockwork Assistant talents, and they did 423 DPS or 29% of our damage before. And we lost about a third of that here. So the damage, we didn't really lose that much DPS, but they did more of our damage, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think the turret version is probably better for single target. Let's put our pet back with us. So we did 1386 on that turret fight, 1396 with the Clockwork Assistant. Okay. I kind of want to do that again though. Kind of want to run it back because we started, I think, with not full mana, and the pet wasn't attacking. I think the turret, it only lasts for 2 minutes. It definitely needs a it needs to last for like 5 minutes, I think. I don't know, it's just me. All right. Our Clockwork Assistant does have flat guns on. That was also a fail because that's a lot of our armor reduction. All right, let's try that again. Turret. Oh my goodness, I did it again. Alright, well, he wasn't not attacking for less time this time. Alright, so I can do this upgrade one more time, or this, yeah, the upgrade. I should be able to cast it 3 times before my turret disappears, and then I need to remember to recast my turret after the 3rd time. Or maybe I should just recast it after it ends this time, so I don't forget, and it doesn't like cut it off part way through. Alright, I'm just gonna recast it now. Got another airstrike. I think I need to take advantage of the reset. So I'm gonna let this come off cooldown first, do that, and then a spanner, and then I get a reset again on the scrap slam. Okay, yeah, I need to watch for that combo. I also need to watch my main cooldowns. So I'm gonna do that and then spanner and then get the reset. Nice, okay. That should help our mana too. I think I was doing that wrong. I should have been paying attention to that combo this whole time. So what I'm talking about is this right here. So I should use this first and then do that and then Spanner, and it resets the cooldown of Scrap Slam. Alright, we can do upgrade again here soon. Do it now. Probably should reset the turret after this one. Reset the turret. That's right. Get on turret. Well, it's helping mana a bit, paying attention to that combo. Because every time I reset it, every time I use it, I get 3% mana back. Well, there goes her mana. Alright. Last cooldown. Once it runs out, we'll check DPS. Okay, looks like it's out. Alright. Pet, go away. Much better. Okay. Yeah, that's like 300 more DPS than last time. And the other thing we did is we paid attention to the Scrap Slam cooldown reset. Which moved it up to number 2. And the other benefit of doing Scrap Slam is what? Yeah, so Sticky Bomb deals damage. That makes the next Spanner Smash used within 8 seconds reduce the cooldown of Scrap Slam. And before, I think, because the way I have these positioned, I was prioritizing Spanner Smash and not paying attention to putting Scrap Slam on cooldown before using Spanner to take advantage of this talent. So I was essentially wasting a whole reset of Scrap Slam, which gives us 3% mana back, which is really useful, as well as keeping this mechanical synergy buff up, I guess. Okay. Good to know. All right. How much of the turret damage was actually... Our turret did more damage too than the previous time. 434 to 507, and I think it was because I was just better at resummoning it. I think it maybe even went down during the cooldown, during upgrade. It may have went down, and I wasted the upgrade damage. Yeah, Clockwork Assistant was 18% of our damage that time. Before it was only 9%, so not having our pet really hurt our damage there. Because we ourselves didn't do that much more damage. It was just the turret and the pet being out that made the difference. And then our... Yeah, see, look at this. 30 scrap slams. Still number 2 spot. 46 scrap slams from doing the reset. 16 more scrap slams. This one was 4 minutes long. Oh, I guess this one was a little bit longer of a test, but yeah. Okay. Last test before get off. Let's try this one instead of upgrade. So we don't have to manage another cooldown. We're still gonna have... Actually, we can take points out of these. I'm not using that. I guess we want to do mech suit longer. Yeah, let's try that. And then I'm gonna put my point in the summon. I don't really care to do that. Let's try this version of it, see how it does. So this whole thing is about being in mech suit. Less actives, less summons to worry about. Oh, we don't need this point either. Where could we put something else? Excuse me. Whoops. It needs to be up here, obviously. I guess just the mech suit shield. Guess we'll just do that. 32,000. All right. Let's buff up. Let's put our pet in the defensive. And let's get our mana back. And then tomorrow we'll test the final version. Okay. Is flat guns on? Flat guns are on. We don't... I mean, I guess we can put up the sentry turret, because I guess in a raid situation we would never not put the sentry turret up, right? Okay. All right. 2:13 on the clock. Let's go there. I already messed up the reset. So we want to get to mech suit as fast as possible here. Alright, next suit, go. This is what we've been training for. I will say not having as many actives is kind of nice. Like not that many cooldowns. Alright, speaking of cooldowns, we got airstrikes. Mana's looking pretty good this time. Summon that. Guess we can summon another turret now. Okay, we're coming up on just past 2.5 minutes on the test time. Back in shredder mode. No, I'm not crazy, but we don't do crash and thrash on single target, do we? Don't think so. I'll throw one in there just to see what the single target damage is like. For some reason, our mana is doing much better this time. Okay, we are at 4 minutes. I think let's pop Shredder one more time. Let me go. We can check it. Once we pop out a Shredder, we'll see what her damage is like. And we get one more airstrike. Okay, we're out of Shredder. Okay. How are we looking? $15. Okay, so in between the turret and the pure pet. Wait. Flamethrower. see what that's about. Where is flamethrower at? Not seeing it. Is it built into the actual reload? We get additional crit from Rain Elect too. Well, I don't know what the flamethrower is. I'm not seeing it anywhere. So, oh, you're saying it turns into flamethrower. Oh. Let's try that really quick. Oh. Wow, I didn't know that this converted to something. Well then. Well, thanks for pointing that out. I guess ever since I got the talent that I get reloads, I haven't had it on my bar. Okay then. Yeah, black powder shot and reload in the mech suit abilities. Wow. And yeah, look at it. I mean, we didn't do full like rotation. The pet wasn't hitting anything, but it's up there. Huh. Okay, well that makes more sense with this Blaze Rot Titan. It makes that flamethrower go turbo. Huh. With the Blaze Rot Sunder down there. Every tick of it grants you a stack. Yeah. Okay. So this particular loadout might be pretty good. And flamethrower, I'm gonna look it up on the database, I guess. Flamethrower or flame. Is it flamethrower augment or just flamethrower? Flame augmentation. Okay. Oh, that's that talent. That's what that is. Okay. Well, we will try that again. Same. Gotta get going. But we will continue the DPS testing and see how it does in the dungeon. The mech version does seem good, but I think it might just be overshadowed a little bit. Like the damage might just fall off a little bit. And plus you're depending on so much more on your pet. But the combat engineer, the Sprocket Strike, does a lot more damage than bomb. The turret one's okay, but I felt like I had to balance, like I had to monitor the turret. I had to resummon it every 2 minutes. And it's another active to press, so like I wasn't a fan of that one. This one is way more passive. You know, you're just doing your regular thing with mech suit. You're not doing much extra. And it seems to be doing extra damage, more damage than the Clockwork Assistant build. We did not try Clockwork Guardians, so we didn't try that one actually, so we could try that. That one actually seems kind of cool. And then we haven't tried Blaze Rot Titan yet. So doing good. Yeah, I was just you might need to rewind, which you can do in YouTube. But yeah, I was just talking about what we tried and what I'm liking so far. Turret one seems cool, but more management, not liking it. Clockwork Assistant side over here seems like maybe it just doesn't do as much damage as the other ones so far. The mech one's looking pretty good. Poppy's just called out that I was completely ignoring like half the DPS from mech because I didn't have a reload over here, and it turns into flamethrower, and I didn't know that because I didn't read tooltip completely. So tomorrow we'll try that properly, and we'll also try them in dungeons, see how they perform, because target dummies one thing. If it's fun or not easy but good to play in actuality, that'll be something else. So all right, but that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. Toss a like to the stream if you don't mind for the VOD, and keep your comments coming. Appreciate y'all hanging out and chatting. A lot of active chatting tonight. This is the Project Ascension Hub. I'm Halen, and I'll see y'all next time.